It is confirmed $1,574 and $1,965 monthly for Social Security and SSDI in 2025. I have all the details and the full breakdown for you here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, can I ask a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button right down below. Also, if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, big subscribe button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support, and let's get into it and talk about it. All right, now as of recently, as you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, there's been a lot of announcements coming out of Social Security as of recently, and a lot of this is going into effect as of January 2025. And with that being said, yes, benefits are also changing massively for a lot of people as well. Along with all the other changes you've probably been hearing me talk about in a lot of these videos, there's so many different changes that come into effect, and this time of year is so incredibly busy, which is why I like to break it all down for you and let you know where we currently stand and all the different changes that are coming in, as well as what it means for you and your monthly benefit. And what I'm talking about here in this video in regards to the $1,574 and $1,965 on a monthly basis, again, is no exception to the rule. And this encompasses the vast majority of beneficiaries who receive benefits administered by Social Security. Again, retirement benefits and SSDI, Social Security Disability, which is about 9 million beneficiaries are there with that one. So let me tell you what's going on here, okay? All right, so obviously with the different changes and the different announcements out of Social Security, we have the COLA. Obviously, you've heard all kinds of details about this. 2.5%, you know that by now. But let me shake this all out, because right now, as I film this video near the very end of 2024, obviously still in 2024, the average benefit right now for a Social Security Disability beneficiary, SSDI, not to be mistaken with SSI, but an average SSDI benefit right now is $1,536. However, the average benefit as of 2025, because of the 2.5% COLA, will be increasing by $38 a month for the average SSDI beneficiary up to $1,574 per month. Again, $1,536 right now is the average, increasing by $38 up to $1,574 for the average SSDI beneficiary for 2025. Not bad. I mean, it's, not great, but it's also not that bad either, right? It's a little bit above the federal poverty line. So again, I mean, I'm not trying to say like it's easy to get by on $1,500 a month. It's certainly not. But again, I know a lot of you here in the community receive that amount or less, significantly less than that. And it's rough these days, right? Financially, it is very tough. However, let's take a minute here and talk about retirees now, okay? The average retirement benefit is actually a bit higher than that. The average retirement benefit right now in 2024 is $1,917. That's what the average is across the board for retirees. And this is by far the bulk of the beneficiaries that are out there, okay? Like a huge percentage of Social Security is retirees, not all the other benefits. But again, $1,917 is the average benefit right now, but applying the 2.5% COLA to that will increase these benefits by $48 a month, taking their benefit from $1,917 up to $1,965, again, on average for the average retiree in 2025. So you can see a little bit of an increase here. It's, again, $480 a month is about $570 or so for the entire year, roughly. I'm just kind of adding that a little bit here as I go. So it's not like a ton, but again, I think all of us would happily grab an extra $570 or so, give or take a little bit, for the entire year as a retiree. Now again, here's the problem with averages. As you heard me say a few times now, this is the average SSDI benefit. This is the average retirement benefit. Here's the problem with averages. What they do to get an average, and you may know this probably, but basically what they do is add up all the dollar amounts, all the benefits, and then whatever that number is, divide it by the number of beneficiaries. And that gives us an average. It's not necessarily a good way to figure out where, the most people are getting benefits. I mean, that's by definition an average, like the middle number, or basically all the benefits added up and divided by beneficiaries, gives us this average. I don't necessarily love averages because it can be skewed in either direction by a handful, not a ton, of very, very high benefits or a handful of very, very low benefits. It doesn't take all that many lower or very high benefits to really skew this number in one direction or the other. I actually prefer looking at the median benefit rather than, the average benefit. And the median is basically taking all the numbers, all the benefit amounts, so well over 70 benefit amounts, 70 million benefit amounts, putting them out in one continuous line, and then choosing the exact number in the middle, obviously going in in order from smallest to largest, and then choosing the exact number in the middle. Okay, that would be the median instead, and that number is going to be different than the average. Okay, it may not be vastly different, but it is going to be a bit different than that. So anyway, that's what I like to look at. Now again, just remember this much as well. So yes, benefits will be going up. These are gross benefit amounts, okay? This is another thing that, you don't really hear about you don't hear talked about a ton, which is gross benefits. Yes, gross benefits will be going up by however much because of the 2.5% COLA. And again, it's going to be different for every dollar amount benefit because, when we're dealing with multiplying on percentages, obviously it's going to calculate out to a different number for virtually everybody, depending on the benefit amount. But here's the kind of the situation. Yes, gross benefits will be going up by 2.5%. But what they're not telling us is, oh yeah, the Medicare Part B premium increase, and that'll be deducted out of checks. And then again, of course, we have to look at, okay, what's the actual take home? What is the net payment that people get, right? This is something that a lot of people don't actually talk about. And I almost never hear this anywheres. Oh, the net benefit is X. Well, what is the net benefit? What do people actually take home? Again, that's a really good question, because here's the thing. Let's look at an SSDI beneficiary, for example. Again, I'm just going to use this one because it's kind of, very close to what we're talking about here. But let's just say that the average SSDI beneficiary, again, getting $1,574 for 2025. But by the way, these average numbers that I'm giving you in this video here are changing all the time because of beneficiaries getting new benefits, people, falling off and not getting benefits anymore. These numbers are changing all the time. Like literally every single month, these numbers change. But okay, so let's just say that the Medicare Part B premium is $185 for 2025. Okay, let's just say that for rounding here. Okay, so let's just say that this $1,574 is the average benefit for an SSDI beneficiary, but not taking into consideration the reduction of the Medicare Part B premium. Okay, well, technically, this person would actually be getting about $1,390 then once you take into consideration. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry, I had to just quickly confirm that I was saying that correctly. Yes. Yes. Okay. So the average benefit, then the net take-home benefit for the average SSDI beneficiary would actually be about $1,390. That's actual livable money. Well, okay. What I should say is the money that can be used for living expenses. It's certainly not a livable amount of money. I mean, it could be done, and it can be done, and a lot of people are doing it. But that's actually the real number we should be looking at, rather than the gross benefit of $1,574. That looks great. Yeah. I mean, it seems decent. But when you take off the, say, $185 or so from the Medicare Part B premium, now you're taking that down quite a bit, almost $200, down to, say, roughly $1,390 a month instead. I mean, that makes a huge difference. An extra $185 a month is like the difference of a couple, maybe a couple weeks worth of groceries for an individual person. Makes a big deal. Maybe that's like a month's worth of utilities for one person, right? I mean, it makes a huge, huge deal in a lot of ways. So anyway, these are the numbers, and again, as we work our way through 2025, yes, these numbers will continue to change. These numbers will continue to just oscillate around. Typically, they trend higher, just being real with you, but not always. They will just oscillate around, and they will ultimately, change as we work our way through the year. But this is what it's looking like as of right now, starting 2025. Anyways, that helped you out a little bit. Again, I just want to do what I can for you to keep you posted on everything going on out there, as well as kind of the big broad picture of Social Security, what beneficiaries can expect or what we're looking at, all the different details. There's so many intricate details about Social Security and all the monthly benefit checks that are going out. Just want to do what I can to keep you informed. Again, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. I can always jump on a live stream if you need me to. Let me know down below in the comment section what you need. Again, just want to break it all down for you and give it to you in all these little bite-sized forms in these videos. So again, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe down below. Totally free to do so. Like the video. Thumbs up button down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, check out the other 5,000 plus videos in the video library. The ones I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section, which are very popular videos there. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well, you'll see some videos. Thanks so much. Check out those, and I'll see you in a little bit later in the next video. Thanks again.